Hmm, Mr. Kumar, you have a pretty impressive resume. So, tell me about yourself. Myself, Raj Kumar. Basically, I'm from Chennai. I did my schooling from St. Mary's Higher Mm-hmm. Secondary School. I did my BCom from University of Madras, and I passed out in 2023. Mm-hmm. I have a previous experience in Wipro as a customer support. My father works in a private company, and my mother is a housewife. My hobbies are watching cricket and cooking. All right, thank you. You can leave for the day. Our HR team will contact you for the next round. Okay, sound familiar? This is where most people lose the interviewer. Okay, let's talk about three things that went wrong here. So, starting with myself, talking about things that don't help your role, and repeating your resume. Buddy, stop listing your life and start presenting your value. Because an interview is not about your life story, it's about your professional story. The recruiters, they don't want to know about your hometown, where you come from, about your school, college, your parents, even your hobbies. They don't want to know what your hobbies are unless they specifically ask about it. So, unless they do so, don't talk about these things. So now let's play those clips of Rajkumar and analyze what went wrong. Tell me about yourself. Myself, Raj Kumar. Basically, I'm from Chennai. I did my schooling from St. Mary's Higher Secondary School. I did my BCom from University of Madras, and I passed out in 2023. I have a previous experience. Okay, so first things first, you do not introduce yourself with myself. So, myself is a reflexive pronoun, which means that when the subject and the object are the same, that's when we use myself. For example, I did it myself. He cooked the food himself, or I solved the math problem myself. You get the idea what I'm trying to say. So, myself is a reflexive pronoun. It's not used for self introduction. So, do not introduce yourself by saying myself Rajkumar or myself John or myself Jacob. Just say I'm Rajkumar, I'm Jacob, or in my case, I'm Parminder. So, another thing I want to address here is saying basically I'm from Chennai. So, basically is overused a lot, especially in India. So try to avoid this because it does not add any meaning or value to your sentence. So basically is used when you want to simplify a complex subject. That's when you say basically, not for something which is already simple enough. Like, for example, saying basically I'm from Chennai. So when you say I'm from Chennai, it's understood, it's simple enough, it's not something complex to understand. So, for example, let's talk about the thing which is prevalent these days, the fitness industry. Everybody's talking about how to stay fit and healthy. Like they tell you to exercise, rest, and also sleep well. And then that's what, after explaining all of these things, that's when at the end you say, so basically, fitness is not just one thing, it's a combination of all the things that make you physically fit and healthy. So That is the only time we use basically, and we don't overuse like that. So do check out this video over here. In this video, I talk about top 10 mistakes that Indians make. Even if you're not from India, do check out that video. And in that video, I've specifically talked about you overusing basically and introducing yourself with myself. I've talked about these mistakes in detail. So do check out that video. But after this one, okay, let's play that clip again. Tell me about yourself. Myself, Rajkumar. Basically, I'm from Chennai. I did my schooling from St. Mary's Higher Secondary School. I did my BCom from University of Madras, and I passed out in 2023. So here's the thing. I did my schooling from St. Mary's Higher Secondary School. So when you say I did my schooling, it's not wrong, okay? It's not wrong, but there are better ways to say that. Instead of saying I did my schooling, you can say I studied at, or I completed my schooling at whatever school you went to. But when you say I did my schooling, it's not wrong. It just sounds slightly outdated, slightly Indianized, and it's not something we say in standard English these days. It's quite outdated. I would say I studied at. If I were to introduce myself, I would say I studied at. But hey, here's the thing. When you're introducing yourself, don't talk about school. It's already there in your resume, and the recruiters, they've already read that. So you don't have to talk about your school or college or about your parents or about your hobbies too. You don't have to talk about any of those things. Just stick to the point. Talk about the job role that you've applied for, and no need to talk about schools. And another thing I want to address here is this passed out. So never say I passed out in 2023 or whatever year you graduated from. I know in India, when people talk about graduation, the year of graduation, they say I passed out. So passed out, it has a different meaning. It means to pass out from alcohol or drugs, or you felt faint and you passed out because of illness. But we do not say passed out when talking about graduation. It's not used in standard English. And let me tell you the origin of this phrase passed out, why we say that. So it started way back during the British time, when the cadets at the military academy, after completing their military training, would graduate. That's when they'd have this passing out parade, and that's when they would say that they passed out from the academy in the year, whatever the year was. And somehow people started using that for graduation, but it's really outdated, and it was used in that context, in the military academy context, not for college graduation or high school graduation. And in fact, Brits themselves don't say that, neither Brits nor Americans. It's not used in standard English. So don't say passed out. I wouldn't recommend doing that. So just avoid it, buddy. Don't say that. All right, so now I've listed out the things I've talked about, what not to say. Now let me tell you what to say instead. If I were to introduce myself, this is how I would introduce if I were to interview for the role of a German translator. Yeah, I actually speak German, so if I were to apply for the role of German translator, this is how I would say. Hi, I'm Parminder. I work as a German language trainer and I'm deeply interested in translation and cross cultural communication. Over time, I've developed strong skills in understanding and explaining German, and I've also worked on improving my accuracy and fluency in both languages. Now I'm looking for an opportunities as a German translator where I can use my skills in a professional setting and continue to grow. I also enjoy working with real life content, which helps me stay practical and clear in my communication. You see there, I didn't talk about my hometown, my father, or my hobbies. No wasted words. Simple, short, and concise. No wasted words. Just sticking to the point. Three things to follow here, and this formula is tried and tested. Present, past, future. Present, what you are now. Past, what you did in the past that matters. Future, what are you looking for? What are your goals? That is what you want to talk about in self introduction. So, when introducing yourself, this is what you can say instead. Hi, I'm Raj Kumar. I currently work in customer support where I handle customer queries and try to make their experience as smooth as possible. In my previous role, I've dealt with different types of customer issues, and that's helped me improve my communication and problem solving skills. Now I'm looking for an opportunity where I can continue to grow and contribute to a team. You see, that's what I'm talking about, the formula. Hi, I'm Raj Kumar. I work in customer support. That's the present. What is Raj Kumar doing now? He works in customer support. And the past. What did Raj Kumar do in the past? He says, I have dealt with different types of customer issues, which has helped me with the communication and problem solving skills. So, what he did in the past, what impact it had on the present, and then talking about the future. Now I am looking for an opportunity where I can continue to grow and contribute to a team. So, this is the formula I was telling you about, the present, the past, and future. So, you can modify that accordingly as per your requirement, as per the job role that you're interviewing for, or you're or gonna interview in the future. I wouldn't say that it's a flawless or perfect self introduction, but I can tell you one thing though, that it has no wasted words, no unwanted details, and it is short, concise, and to the point. And this is what recruiters or interviewers are expecting from you. While it does not guarantee success, but it does guarantee that you will sound smart and you will sound like somebody who knows what they're talking about. Now let's see if Raj Kumar has learned something from this lesson. Present, past, future. Hi, I'm Raj Kumar. Currently, I work in customer support where I handle customer queries and try to make their experience as smooth as possible. In my previous role, I've dealt with the different types of customer issues, and that has helped me improve my communication and my problem solving skills. Now I'm looking for an opportunity where I can continue to grow and contribute to a team. All right, that's good. So next time, buddy, somebody asks you, tell me about yourself, don't list your life. Tell your story, your professional story. And the things that are already in your resume, don't repeat them. Try to add value instead. And buddy, you don't need big words, you need clear words. I hope this helps. And buddy, hey, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect either. Just because I'm on this side of the camera doesn't mean I know everything or I possess something that nobody else does. I'm a learner too, just like you. And I've made so many mistakes in the past. I used to do exactly what Raj Kumar did at the beginning of this video. And I've had several experiences, the good ones, the bad ones, and I've learned a lot from those experiences. And this is what I'm sharing with you, what I went through, what I learned. And life is all about learning, you know. So, buddy, keep learning, keep improving, and every now and then have some fun. And hey, you are valuable and the world needs you. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, do check out this video. Try to make their experience okay. Customer support experience as smooth as possible. In my previous role, I've dealt with different myself, my communication and problem solving. Okay. In my previous role, myself, Raj Kumar, basically I'm from Chennai. I did my schooling from. All right, that's good. My hobbies are watching cricket and cooking.